Hello, welcome to this video. As you can clearly see, I executed, got a 1 to 8 risk reward, top ticking Nasdaq's manipulation. I'm gonna do a quick little trade recap, right? So going into the daily time frame, you can clearly see that we're into this daily order block, right? Price Wednesday was extremely aggressive to the upside, right? Thursday, we do know that Thursday and Fridays oftentimes will be extremely high probable for reversal, especially after so much bullishness, right? So I wanted to see a slight correction, right? Even though technically I am going against the higher time frame institutional order flow, I still preferred price to come in and retrace into this daily order block, right? I felt like it was an extremely logical area for price to tap into prior to continuing to the upside, right? Now looking in here, this is actually the 1 hour time frame, right? Right here, this little candle right here, this is actually previous day's high. Okay, so I wanted to see before going and targeting that daily order block, I personally wanted to see some sort of failure swing up here, right? Or some sort of turtle soup with previous day high prior to coming in and targeting that daily order block, right? And these highs, I didn't, and right here, if you look at this wick right here, I don't consider this an actual wick. I think this is actually extremely, I think this is actually extremely, I think it's too lethargic move to actually, frame a trade off this little setup, right? That little stop hunt. I think it was a little lethargic, right? So I didn't really take this too serious. I did want to see a better run higher, right? Or run higher prior to coming and taking out London lows and tapping into that daily order block. Okay. Now coming here, we're looking at NQ, and we're also looking at ES. Am I right? So coming in here, as you can see right here, I don't know if you see that right there, that high was actually this high. You see, so we actually had a failure swing from this high to this high, right? We came in here, we took out that high, right? So I didn't draw this out correctly, but that failure swing was actually where I was actually framing my trading setup, right, prior to coming in and tapping into that daily order block. Okay, so then as this was occurring, I also noticed that we previously already took out London liquidity, right? So I knew that as of right now, all the buy side objectives have been met prior to coming in and taking out that daily order block, right? So since we already took out so much buy side, I wanted to see price come in, have one more manipulation leg up prior to coming in and taking out that daily order block, right? So now coming in here a little bit deeper, this is actually the 5-minute time frame. Okay, here once again, this is London high. We came and swept it, right? We already took out that previous day high with a failure swing. So right here we have turtle soup between the sessions, and then we have a failure swing. We have an SMT between days. So now all I need is some sort of confirmation on the lower time frames that we were going to come target London lows and tap into that daily order block, right, prior to coming in and continuing the move with the higher time frame institutional order flow, right? So once we came in here, right, my bad, I actually missed this, but we actually did have some sort of failure swing, right? So this high that took out London high, right? We actually had a failure swing from this high to this high, right? And ignore this, right? I thought the failure swing was here, but I actually annotated this incorrectly. The failure swing is from this high to this high. So when we came and took out this high while ES did not take out that high, I was anticipating this move to be extremely aggressive, targeting London lows. Okay, which is exactly what happened, and I'm gonna play the execution clip right now. Okay, so now coming in here, where did I enter off of, right? I clearly saw, right, I didn't wait for a proper entry signal. I didn't wait for any type of fair value gap. I didn't wait for any type of change in the steady delivery. I didn't wait for anything. I was simply trying to get in line with the volatility. Okay, that's all you need to do, bro. It's not entry patterns. It's not looking at breakers and inverse fair value gaps, balanced price ranges. All that stuff is cool, and it works to a certain degree with the proper framework. But ultimately when it comes to entries, you just have to make sure that you align yourself with the volatility. And with everything that I just stated, I knew that price wanted to be extremely aggressive to target London lows and target that daily order block. So once we came in here, right, we were also in a macro, right? We were also in a macro. So once I saw that there was this doji candle plus this three pattern, this swing high, right? 1, 2, 3. I knew that price was going to be extremely aggressive, right? So I came in here, had a very tight stop loss, and you may be thinking, oh my goodness, but what if you get stopped out? If you get stopped out, you take the trade again. You see, and then if you take two losses, that's it, you're done for the day. It doesn't matter, it's not a big deal, right? I knew what the risk that I was putting on the table, right? So coming in here, this candle closes, right? I knew that price was going to be extremely aggressive. Boom, stop loss around here. Technically, when it comes to the swing formation, I like to have the stop loss a little bit higher, but I was actually more aggressive this time just because of the proper framework. Because I feel like the framework was enough to, the framework was equaling to a lot of volatility to the downside, right? So coming in, right, we took out, once I entered this trade, I saw that this got inversed, trailed my stop loss to break even, or began to trail my stop loss after this got inversed. Came 1 to 8 risk reward targeting London lows. Got that on my Express account. This was the first trade I took on this Express account, so it was a little bit light. I wasn't trying to go into aggressive, but I was risking like $300, and I think I secured like around 1,800, which is pretty good, right? So yeah, that's all it is. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like. I would appreciate it.